Day 33. I had a rather pleasant night communing with nature, hanging out in a hot tub way too long, but unfortunately my legs are still sore. You would think soaking that long, I was in there massaging myself and stuff, but my calves are so sore. Turns out it's a full moon. I kept waking up thinking, who left the lights on, man? But I finally got out to pee, and it turns out it's a full moon. Oh. Well, it's like, 4 a.m. or so, and I'm up again. I thought I was going to sleep in. But I have a bit of a road walk to do anyway before I get back in the river. I remember it being like 4 or 5 miles or something. I don't know. Plenty of time for the sun to come up before my first river crossing. There's too many people here. There's too many people. There's people everywhere. Came out here for solitude, man, and there's just a bubble of people. It is what it is, but, not what I was expecting. I finished up my coffee. Oh, yeah. I had a major malfunction last night. My right side vestibule zipper does not work anymore. Luckily, I was able to get it to close again, but that door is now off limits. That's unfortunate. I mean, I could probably send this thing back and get it fixed, but I don't have that kind of time, so I'll hope that this other door just holds up for the rest of the hike. And then when it's done, then I can send it in and have them take care of it, but there's no way I'm waiting the weeks it'll take for the turnaround on that hey, that's why I have 2 doors, right? All right. Let's get this party started. Oh, it is a chilly morning. I can see my breath. My fingers hurt. Gotta make a quick stop by Doc Campbell's. I forgot to throw away my toilet thing I found the other day. Not that it's heavy, but it takes up weight. It takes up space. So my plan is to make it somewhere near the water, stop and have second coffee and breakfast. And by then the sun will definitely be up and we're ready to go. Uh-oh, eyeballs. But there's lots of animals around here. By the way, it looked at me all curious and just walked away. I'm assuming it's one of the dogs. Man, I hate the cold, and it's only gonna get colder. Yeah, like a dog. They just make their dog sleep outside. How you doing, puppy? You seem kind of distraught. People don't love you if they're just making you sleep in the bushes like that, man. Say goodbye to the baby goats. Hey, the goats. I see all sorts of eyeballs just shining all over the place. Yeah, they definitely don't show up on camera. I'm pissing everybody off. Dogs barking left and right. Sorry. He had to escort me to the edge of property barking at me. Or maybe he's barking at something else. I was like, man, he followed me all the way up here barking at me the whole time. That is some uphill. Hey, go home. Hey, go home. Get out the road, dummy. Yeah, you. Get the road, go home. You don't even know what you're barking at. Okay, Docs leaves their bathroom unlocked. It's nice and warm in there. I thought about taking a shower, but I didn't want to be that jerk cop taking a shower. But there was shampoo and conditioner in there. I haven't washed my hair in 3 weeks or so. So it's getting pretty gross. I also thought about having coffee and breakfast in there where it's nice and warm. I was like, screw it. It's not that cold. I'll enjoy my coffee and oats way more if I walk to earn them. It's a beautiful morning, cool rock formations all over the place. Really cool ones right there, but I can't zoom in on stuff. It looks like it's light, but it's still not. So if I zoom in, it gets not too terribly dark. I wonder if these ones are detached all the way down. They're pretty huge. Kind of regret not taking that shower at Doc's. I'm all cold, dirty. I'm hoping there's one at Villa Ranch. Hoping there's some conditioner in there. I really need some of that. My hair is pretty gross. Oh, can't wait for that fireball to pop up. At least I'm not down by the river yet. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's way colder down there. It's pretty chilly up here, but it's cold down there. Filled up one of my bottles with hot water before I left so I could just squeeze it and hold on to it while I walked, but it's lost most of its heat at this point. Well, here is the cutoff to head to the Gila cliff dwellings down this road to the left. I won't be bothering with that. I saw it last time, and if you've seen Arizona cliff dwellings, we build fucking castles inside of caves. These people build mud huts inside of holes. Way primitive, not nearly as cool as the Arizona ones. Not even close. There's one in bridge where the birds all live underneath it. Little swallows. Not much of a river. It looks a little deep right here, though. I wouldn't want to be crossing here. I see the visitor center just on the hill over here. And I believe that is where I'm going to have second breakfast. Warm my soul up a little bit. Fortunately, their bathrooms are unlocked, and that thing has made this room very warm. So I'm going to hang out here and make my coffee. Nobody's going to be here for hours, more than likely, so get good and warmed up and then hit the trail again. About time to go back into it. Having myself a little rolling safety meeting. That's a nice overhang right there. It looks like less water here, so that's nice. It doesn't look deep at all. It should just keep getting easier and easier. That's the hope. Worked out well so far. In a mile, there's supposed to be a bunch of really hot springs. Which, if they weren't just a mile away, they'd be more tempting. Although the ones at the Gila River were not nearly as hot as I remember them. Like, I was able to just jump right in. And hot tubs are not supposed to work like that. You're supposed to have to ease yourself in. Oh, Mexican wolf reintroduction area. I'm pretty sure I saw one last time, or it was a really large coyote. Hard to tell. Okay, let's do it. The thing is, I don't read everything. That's strange that there's a little structure right down there. But I don't read everything on the map. There's, a lot of little things, marks all over the place. But had I would have skipped past Doc Campbell's hot springs and just headed up here. It's just the amount of people, like, they drain really slowly. As slow as the things drip in, and that's why it's not so hot. Because the water coming out of those springs is super hot, so they have to just trickle it in so it doesn't melt your flesh. But that means it only trickles out as fast as it's going in. So like my pool, most everybody stayed away from it. And I think that's because, you know, there was a creepy naked guy or, you know, family friendly underwear guy in there. And it was the farthest one from where they put most of the hikers. But I looked at the one that the most of the hikers was in, and it was gross. You could just see oil and hair and stuff. And because it only slowly trickles out, and only the stuff that floats. Anything else stays in there. I don't think they should, if they're going to have it that cold, because it was only, I want to say, if I had to go with a specific number, I'd say 93 degrees. And I'm pretty sure you can get some fish that'll live in that. Something, man, that was pretty gross. Or some sort of plugs, you know, they can undo and drain those things every once in a while. And the fact that they have smooth bottoms on them, but they fill them full of pebbles. And not smoothed pebbles, like they hurt to walk on. So I don't get that. I used them to scrub myself because, you know, they were pretty coarse. And I added to the hiker funk in there. Yes, I am guilty of it myself. I left a lot in there. I do feel clean though. I'm assuming there's river right on the other side of this green wall. This is one wandering bird. And he has left his tracks everywhere. Very, very busy bird. And they just go on the whole freaking trail. I wonder what they're after on the trail. Something good. Here we go. Okay. It's just going to be below the knees, right? Ah, perfect. Water is not very cold at all and didn't even hit my knee. It was just below. Oh, thank you. My feet are actually colder now that I'm out of the water than when I was in the water. Yeah, it's just somebody's dog. A cave up there in the hat. There's a very large bird population coming in and out of it. Can you guess where the hot spring is? Yep. I read that it is a bunch of small pools, most of them too hot, some of them hot enough to cook in. But it wasn't described as all that exciting or nice. Oh, look at that overhang now, man. You can definitely camp under that bad boy, huh? I don't believe I'm interested. There's a warm spring in another 10 miles. I'll see how I feel after 10 miles, but if it's gonna be as easy as the first crossing, then I might do a lot more than 10 miles. I wonder what the nests in there look like. Just generations upon generations of mud nests built upon each other. Yeah, you can see in there. Bundle of sticks. You can see how blackened it is from fire. They got a windbreak right there. Little paths coming and going. Right in front of these hot springs. Here's one where they haven't mingled with the river to maybe make it an optimal temperature. And then the super hot one. Guessing that's where it originates from. But, you know, just guessing. Well, since I lost the trail and I don't see a way through that stuff, I figured I might as well cross here and, you know, put my feet in the water at least. Oh, that was nice and warm, my feet are thawed. Somebody just showed up and he got naked, so I can't go film over there. Oh, Jesus, stepping in this is super hot. I should probably get out because I got cold water I can step into if it gets too hot. Oh, it feels good. Alright, carry on. I really like Doc Campbell's and I appreciate that they exist. They help us out tremendously. But next time, I'm just going to stop there, you know, spend a few dollars on some pizzas or whatnot, you know, show my love and support, pick up my box. But then I'm going to walk my happy ass down here and post up. These hot springs are way hotter. I remember the ones at Gila being hot last time, like, you know, not hot, but like 102 or so. It's where you have to ease yourself in. These ones were just really warm. Those ones, ooh. Because you can regulate that. I could pull some rocks out of the way and let more flow come in and it gets that much hotter. Next time. So I'm thinking back, wondering, why didn't I see that hot spring? It's right there, super obvious. How could I miss it? It was underwater last time, that's why I missed it. None of that would have been above water except the campsite. It's crazy the difference. I mean, this is the same time of year and such a different experience. This is gorgeous. Well, not this. I mean, this is okay. But, you know, the whole experience. See if I can get my booty up there, and this is a great spot for a safety meeting. While putting my pack on, I realized that I don't have my my slippers. Man, I left those back at Hot Spring. Oh well. That looks like a fairly recent collapse. Look at that stuff. It's clean in comparison to anything around it. Seems like a good place for a cliff dweller. As you can tell, there's been no fires in there. That ceiling's clean. A good 8 or 10 crossings in, and deepest it's been is knee high. Ah, these are where all the cotton is coming from. Whoa! Slippery. I should probably be using my poles, huh? Falling down would suck. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, so close. Ninja reflexes saved the day. So much evidence of beavers, but I don't know where they're at. I haven't seen any beaver dams that I know. I mean, I've seen plenty of the driftwood that piles up on trees, like that stuff there. And that looks a lot like beaver dams, so, like, is that a beaver dam? I don't think it is. I think that's just drift stuff. Especially because, beavers generally make their dams in the water. I don't know. That cave looks used. Looks like fire has happened in there. Some of them look pretty deep. There's this little island. The water is just flowing around me. I mean, it's just rocks piled up. But it's a nice place to take a break. Oh, having pulled pork and some goldfish, and then more pulled pork and goldfish. And I love how it's like meaty chunks on there, but when you look at it, that's a meat slurry if I ever saw it. But it eats. All in all, for what I put myself through for the past week, I feel pretty good. Way better than I was expecting. Another one of those strange worm things. So curious what it is. Check that lone soldier out standing strong. Man, it's just so beautiful in here. is impressive. There's been tons of great camping in here. It's beautiful in here. I feel the urge. We should sit on a log and take a little break. Man, there's so much camping in here. Too much. It extends way back into there. Oh, we got signs. I feel like we must be near a road. There's just too many established campsites. Wow. And you get the little shrubbery growing up there. I said enhance. There's shrubbery. I can see my house from up here. Let's see what the sign says. Oh, is this that area? Nah. I was thinking this is where I camped one time, but nah. It's hard to tell, everything's so different. Little Bear Canyon. And the Gila Visitor Center 6 miles back. Let's make sure this isn't warm. Just in case there's a warm spring back here or something. That's one hell of a cliff face. I'm almost near the warm spring. I'm probably going to take a good hour break there or so. Or maybe get lazy and just stay there. I don't know. And that's the waterfall I'm looking for. Kick it in some Warm Springs. Well, executive decision. I think I'm gonna stay the night. So that's where I stayed last time. And if you just walk up the hill, there's a nice spot right here. Little spot right there, it's flat. Lots of cowboy camping, but not many big enough for a tent, especially my size. I'm not gonna come across a lot more. That's the spring right there. I'm not gonna come across a lot more of these, so okay, I did like 15 miles today. That's good enough. After sitting there for a couple hours, I got bored. So I unexecutive decisioned and I decided to carry on. Don't know how far, but yeah, I got my soak in. Whew, that's refreshing. One of these days. Man, that's just impressive. Wow. Damn. So pointy. Oh, it is just so beautiful here. The breeze is even excellent. Normally I hate wind, but today it is doing its job right. Oh man, look at that little rock. Oh guy. Oh, it's so ready to go. I'm just amazed I don't hear rocks falling in here. Everything looks like it's just ready to go, but it's, you know, been sitting there for eons. Oh my God, look at that one. What? What? Crazy. I'm fairly certain I moved this log off the trail to even maintain, bruh. Yeah. Positive that's it. Not positive. This is probably going to be a long video today. But there's just a feast for my eyes. I doubt I can capture how just huge these are. I'm just surrounded. I mean, like quite literally surrounded. Guessing the canyon gets a little narrow up here. Okay, the sun is starting to get kind of low. Well, I'm in a canyon, so that's relative. But it's at an angle where it makes it hard to see into the water. It's good for pictures, though, man. You know, twilight hour for rocks. But I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start keeping my eye open for a campsite. Wow, man. I mean, look at the size of the rocks. Boom. Big rock. It's crazy. Check out this one. It's like a cube on a stick. It's a very special rock. Getting nowhere fast. I'm just looky-looing. Oh, I bet there's a nice spot here. Oh shit, I still got tons of time. I guess that all depends on which direction I'm going in the canyon. Yeah, maybe I'll push on a few more miles. It's not like I'm tired. I've been taking it easy all day. In no hurry. At the same time, there's too much good stuff. I remember this. Boom. Ancient art. Oh. Boom. Wow. So how do you look at all of this while you're trying to walk on all of this without breaking your neck? Oh, glad I looked down, huh? Because I was not expecting a severe drop-off. That totally got me. How'd your hike end? It's not just the rocks, it's the sunlight through the leaves. And the rocks. This area is covered in spiders. Just web on web on web action. I don't know if it's been like this the whole time and I just didn't notice. The angle of the sun making them all stand out. Spider webs everywhere, man. I'm addicted. I just can't stop. Look at this. Plus, I haven't found a really good campsite yet. I saw one that was doable, but it was closer to the water than I want. You know, when you sleep close to water, you end up wet. Condensation is a bitch. And just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Dun, 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 dun. Luckily he rattled when I got up on him. I appreciate it. Dude, hugs. I would provoke him to get a rattle for you, but I'm not a dick like that. But I know they swim pretty well, so I'm gonna head on over. Oh, yonder. I didn't want to go into this. Don't keep my eye on you, man. You come at me, I'll defend myself. It's been like this for a minute. It's hard to find a good campsite, man. Oh, this is what you deal with. At least I didn't run into the snake in here, huh? I've been looking up. I don't know how many snakes I might have walked by that didn't make the noise. As long as you don't bite me, though, we're cool. This side of the river is a little more mellow. Let's see if we can find a flat spot. That looks like pretty recent beaver activity to me, huh? Okay, a few river crossings later, and I have found my spot. Oh yeah, delicious dinner. I'm not hungry at all. Actually, I'm nauseous and I have a headache, but I'm going to do my best to put it in me anyway. Hopefully it stops me from being nauseous. Or if I throw up, I'll feel better afterwards too. It all works out in the end. Yeah, and I wonder why I don't have an appetite. Yummy.